Hey, before we keep going though, anything else before we jump into this lovely episode of January 13th, 1990?
I just, I think we're just now hitting our stride with this show. It's not, for everybody who thinks it's easy, it is not easy to podcast. And Michael says it's not easy to podcast every week, and it's not. We do a lot of gymnastics to make that shit happen, but it's also pretty hard to be good.
I mean, Harper. I mean, well, Callaway was the best gimmick. I mean,
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is Calloway?
if
He's like,
you're
the Mark Calloway. Then I was like, Mark Calloway. It's like, you mean the
So
fucking Undertaker?
I
well, we're
came
gonna
more unglued when he called Luke Orin than when he called him champ.
Harper.
When he called
You
him
know,
champ, I was like, wait a minute, did I just hear that right? And I ran it back. I was like, shit, he called him champ. But when he called him Orin, bruh,
if you're if you're listening to the video version of this or watching it, you got to go listen to the first 30 minutes of this show. We talked a lot about the Darren experience. I'll leave it at that. Harper and I had a fun discussion about that. I called Luke Orin for years because I mean that's what I knew him as, the skinny kid.
Yeah.
And Harper used to call him that too, but I don't know. Over the years, I just started calling him by his working name. That's what's funny about that. But of course, D Man, he he calls him. You know the best part about that Harper too was he had said it like 6 times.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and Luke's like, hey, he's calling me by my government name. And like, bro, you just caught that? That's like the seventh, eighth time, but who's counting?
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, no one calls him Orange. Put this way, his checks from SAG say Luke Hawks on them.
I know. Yeah, buddy. All right. Well, let's get into this. January 13th, 1990. If you hear us say Mark Calloway, it's because we're using that because he's actually in the promotion we're covering now, and we're not trying to be like a Darren. So, anyway, this show kicks off. I'm going to play something at the top of it. We got Sting, and he's going to do one of Doc's favorites. Here it is.
The Nature Boy, the Stinger once again. I think this match is going to be even better than the one. Well, who knows when it was, but it was great. This one's going to be phenomenal. Woo!
Sting
Who knows what it
screaming.
was? Who gives a shit?
the only thing would have been better is if he'd have just yelled out, this shit is fake.
And thing is, why did they say, okay, let's do it again? It was on, you know,
It
such
was
and
in
such day.
1988, Clash of the Champions one.
Right, right. Just kind of, and it, I mean, the whole thing was not even fucking 15 seconds.
Maybe that was take 15 already. Maybe that was the best take.
I came unglued at the start of that show, and then I came unglued again when we head to center stage, where Kevin Sullivan and Jim Ross are on commentary. Look at what Sullivan is wearing, fellas, and I need Harper's
my.
commentary.
How did
I
he
don't
go
see
from
it.
he went from the nice suit last week to this?
He looks like a villain. Remember that show Renegade with Lorenzo Lamas?
No.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
he looks like a villain from that.
But I heard you've been
Or-
watching Matt Houston, Harper.
I saw it. It was on. It was on Decades, and I was like, "This is that show fucking Doc was talking about."
And it's a terrible version of Magnum PI.
Yeah, that's basically what it was.
That's-
It was
how-
Sam's
yeah.
Choice version.
I had a question looking at this. How come people always said JR was too Southern, but nobody ever said Kevin Sullivan was too Northern?
Yeah, because that's not the common thing people would say. Nobody ever says
what's-
you're too northern.
I mean, what's too northern?
Kevin Sullivan's accent.
Dude, Kevin Sullivan's accent is tremendous. Is that a bolo tie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus. Harper,
got it
describe what
written
he's got
Like
on.
back then.
I know. Can you describe what he's got on, though, Harper, for the people who aren't,
I
watching?
can't see anything. It's just the screen's blank.
He's got this black coat on that's not a suit coat, but it's not a jacket. And a black t-shirt, a black button-up shirt with a bolo tie. That that jacket could be a duster too. I don't know.
Oh God,
It's a
yeah,
mess.
that's what I was thinking. It's a fucking duster.
Well,
People from Boston, some asshole from Boston wearing a fucking duster. I don't think you'll see Sam Malone wearing a fucking duster.
The only
on
way
Cheers.
you're getting ass wearing a duster is if you got some GHB to slip in her drink.
That's nice.
bolo tie, duster looking jacket. JR breaks the news on commentary at the beginning that Arn Anderson is the new TV champ. Arn defeated Great Muta. I mean, you want to talk about just, it's not the final nail, but it's kind of the final nail in a way, if you think about it. Undefeated, goes in a Starcade, jobs out to everybody, and then on the second episode in January of 1990, he lost the belt. It's just...
My question is, did that match even take place?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because they didn't say where or when or...
It took place. I'll look it up in the next segment, but it took place. At least I thought it did. Any thoughts on just the commentary in general there, Doc?
Yeah, that's all. There's Harper's guy.
I don't know why. Harper, you really can't see?
Yeah, it's just black.
Sir, have you tried restarting the machine?
Come on.
Here, let me try something real quick on the fly. Bear with us if you're listening to this. I'm going to stop sharing and then share again.
All right, let's see the share.
See if that works.
Because all I see now is that picture of you taking a picture of yourself in a mirror at the gym.
Yeah, from like fucking 10 years ago. Okay, yeah, I see it now.
Looks
That's
like
so old. It's got fucking New Orleans Hornets on it.
It looks like the Orlando Magic when it's small.
Who
you
gives
got a clean
shit?
shave there.
What's y'all?
You still got that beard?
Yeah, I still got my
It's getting
beard.
a little warm for that.
Bro.
It's getting a little warm for that, Mike. It was 90 today.
Yeah, it was 90. So the first match, Sting versus Bob Cook. JR is planting some seeds on the Horsemen and what they may think about Sting potentially wrestling Flair for the world title. He's trying to say, man, there may be some conflict of interest here because Sting trains with Flair, and who knows what's going to happen with this? Are the Horsemen gonna be okay with this? Doc, any thoughts on the Sting match here?
This should have taken less than a minute.
Oh my God, this is way too long with the headlock takeovers. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Any
the
other
only
thoughts?
thing I was thinking.
Okay. We then go to a segment.
Good.
Hold on. I got to get to it for the people watching the video version of this.
I stayed with this one, even though it violates my fast forward with Norman rule, because I knew something good, fun was going to happen, and I got to say I couldn't stop looking at Nancy.
So we go to this segment where Norman is in the ring, and this is from the NWA main event show. He's got a painting, and Nancy is looking. Describe her, Doc.
Delicious?
Her hair looks horrible.
Well, that's
cares?
the 80s.
Look at
And
that piece of art.
Look at the Harper. Describe what we're looking at.
Why does she only have one ear?
That's true. She looks like E.T. She's got the long skinny neck.
She looks like E.T. and olive oil fucked and had a baby.
That's true, huh?
Harper, describe this for me, please.
She has one ear for some fucking reason. Yeah, she has a nose like the Michael Jackson nose, where it's a fake nose.
Yeah.
And she has beautiful hair.
The lips are
lipstick.
just red.
Right. It's like red. It looks like almost like a red football.
Yeah. Essentially, it looks nothing like Nancy or woman.
I wonder who fucking did that for real.
I bet Norman did.
He shows it to her. She's appalled at it, throws it down, and then proceeds to slap the hell out of woman. as Norman's got a teddy bear around his neck. Boy,
Nitron's a goof.
Lance Russell's on commentary. I don't know what else to say about this, Doc. We're going to see more on this later, but did you have any other thoughts? Kevin Sullivan comes in and jumps Norman.
Kevin Sullivan to whip that golden spike out more than I ever have in the past.
Harper, did you see the clip that I posted or did you see the images I posted of Norman when he was moccasing in Calgary? Did you see that in the Facebook group? You probably didn't. I posted... something's up with Facebook because I tried to post a video clip of it, but Norman in Calgary, not in this stupid gimmick, is nowhere near this bad. Nowhere near this bad. Yeah, it's ridiculous. By the way, Doc, I wanted to look up the exact date. January 2nd, 1990, in Gainesville, Georgia, at the Georgia Mountain Center, Arn Anderson pinned the NWA TV champion, the Great Muta, to win the title at the 13-17 mark with the DDT.
Kapow.
So that's what I thought. It did happen. I just wanted to give the
here's what I don't understand about this angle right here. So he's getting up, Norman, sorry, pronouns, and he's rolling out of the ring, and they just attacked him, but he's so good, he's so beat up that he can raise his arm and get some cheers from the people. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, it's that. We'll keep moving. More on that later. We go now to a series of commercials, and I'm going to let Harper comment on whatever he's got. Let me list the commercials as we're talking about them. We get a Western Union commercial. We get an Oxy 10 Zit commercial. Good targeted marketing if you ask me. We get a Power Stick by Fabergé commercial. 1990 Goodwill Games again. We saw that last week. Goodies Headache Powder. I think we saw that last week too. Alka-Seltzer and Clint Eastwood Pink Cadillac VHS. I don't even remember that, but whatever. Harper, what did you think about these commercials? Any thoughts?
It just goes to show who their demographic is. It's fucking kids and fucking broke motherfuckers and fucking rednecks with the Goodies headache powder and shit. I can't.
Yeah,
they're like, I've always seen Power Stick as that cheap, like, dollar store deodorant. I didn't realize it was just big at one time. Where they had commercials and shit.
I remembered those commercials, but Doc, you got any follow-ups about Harper's thoughts on these commercials?
I mean, rednecks and broke motherfuckers need products too.
Yeah. I mean, perfect example is like this. I don't know it's obvious this was from, what the fuck was that fucking country channel, Doc? CMT or something.
TNN.
Something, yeah.
Because it is Goodies headache
powder.
Man, Goodies headache powder was a NASCAR, baseball,
skull fucking pickup truck motherfucker shit.
Doc, who was that commercial last week? Sam Whitman?
Slim Whitman.
Slim Whitman. What did I say, Sam? Slim Whitman. Harper didn't see that one. Good God, if he just saw that.
Slim Whitman.
The singer. What was he singing, Doc? I don't even remember now.
I don't know what he sings. I don't give a shit. But Harper, he's the guy in Mars Attacks. If you play his records, the Martians would blow up at the end.
Well, here's the Clint Eastwood commercial.
I don't know.
For the
Here's
VHS.
what I know. After I watched this episode, I was really ready to go watch Gator.
I saw that about a week or so ago on Heroes and Icon.
All right.
Nice.
Paul Drake.
But that other movie, I was like, what's it, fucking Dixie something? I was like, Dance Kings? I was like, the fuck is this shit? It goes to show you the shit they were just scraping off the bottom of the pan just to throw on this, just to put content.
That was the biggest problem when cable went 24 hours. God almighty, what was I talking about?
Keep you got to say that, Doc, because you just nailed something, man. When these stations, because like we're old enough to remember, and a lot of our listeners are, but there's a segment of the population out there that does not recall.
TV went off, dude.
Yes, it went actual off. Like it turned off.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember one time I think it was my mom. It was about my dad's house. I don't remember. One of them, I was trying to watch World Class on Sunday night, Harper, because remember, it used to come on Channel 6, 10:35 after the news. And I fell asleep on it. And when I woke up, it was the station with the bars across the line because it went off air, like at 12:30 or whenever it went off air. And one of my parents came in, and I was in the living room, and that shit was loud. Man, I got my ass beat to hell because I wasn't supposed to be watching TV, but, you know, you don't do what you're supposed to do when you're a kid. So anyway, it used to go off. Like, it wasn't no 24-hour thing. And you ain't lying. When you watch these commercials, you see some of the movies and stuff TBS is running late at night. Holy crap. This stuff I don't even remember.
They got some movie. It's like some Dollar Tree version of Conan or something. I forgot what it was called. It was ATEM or something was the hero.
Yes.
I don't remember none of that fucking shit.
I think it's on the next commercial. But for the time being, Doc, a woman is coming out.
That look right there on the screen made me make the Oliver Humperdinck face. Jesus.
Tits. Come on.
What's wrong with you? She's smoking, man. Let me tell you. Doom is out here versus Agent Steel and Paul Drake. Now, woman is still coming out with Doom at this point, but
yeah, I thought she gave the Doom up.
Keeping it moving. Woman, she did make a deal with Teddy though for him. So I mean,
right.
I mean, what did she get?
Well, we're gonna find out about that.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. We sure the hell are. We get a picture-in-picture promo from the Steiners doing this. The Steiners promise to take Doom's mask off. Stay tuned on that one. As far as the mask coming off, yeah, Doom's gonna win this one pretty easily. Doc, any thoughts?
Not really. I mean, the masks are coming off, so there you go.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, unfortunately. Okay, we keep it moving. Harper, do you have any thoughts on this match? It was pretty damn quick. Where did he go? What did that sign say? I just caught that.
Woman.
Oh, she's hot. Let me see. Where's it at? Come on, show the sign.
Get it.
Woman is a joke, and Doom is a bad punchline. Simmons and Reed.
Oh,
ha, ha, ha.
No. How did that get on the air?
That's a stupid sign.
Yeah, but
it's made with 4th grade stencils. I think that's the same woman last week that had the Stan Lane and Bobby sign, Midnight Express. That is her. I can tell by the stupid letters. Harper, where are you at?
Jesus Christ. Shows up late and leaves early.
There he is. Did you go run an errand?
I had to pee.
Just take the laptop. What I mean, we used to take the laptop to the bathroom. What happened?
Doesn't stop Kevin Sullivan.
By the way, we're the first ones to do that. But anyway, well, Harper was. Okay, Harper, did you have anything from Doom, or can we keep moving?
Nah, you can keep rolling.
Okay. Let me get to these commercials. I think this commercial right here is the one you were talking about. The first one that's going to come up in a second. Oh shoot! Here's a scroll first.
And that's the thing. Why do you say America's greatest wrestlers? Just put fucking NWA on it.
Harper is all about the brand. There it is. Is this the Dollar Tree Conan you're talking about?
Yeah.
Is that a squirrel he was eating instead of?
I mean, look at this asshole. I guess he's like Beastmaster. ATOR. Okay, look it up.
Okay, I'm looking it up because I have never heard of this.
Okay.
Look at him, Harper. Harper's right. He's Dollar Tree Conan.
First, I thought he was Tarzan. Then I saw all it. I was like, no, he's got the sword. Okay, he's like a Dollar Tree Conan. The movie is... It's on Tubi if you want to watch it.
On what?
Tubi. It's
Eddie Crocker. Am I getting ready to get some mashed taters?
It's on Tubi. It's an app.
Yeah, it's a free.
I'm watching Eddie Crocker here. I like some potatoes.
Dude, when was the last time you had those, bro? The scallop potatoes.
About once a week, but
Really?
And Hamburger Helper here.
Hold on, bro. You have scalloped potatoes once a week?
No.
He
I haven't
does,
had that
Hopper.
forever.
I haven't. They don't make that in this household. Let me just say that. Nor do I.
I'm
Okay.
Irish. I'm Irish, like the D
I bet
man.
kids
I like
will
my
probably
potatoes.
fucking eat it.
Yeah, I agree. Hamburger Helper, Heinz Ketchup coming at us. Doc, any thoughts on the Hopper? Any thoughts on these M&Ms, Beetlejuice?
I mean, just that. I mean, you don't see ketchup in fucking glass bottles like that anymore.
And if you put that much ketchup on a hamburger, you're an asshole. Really, if
Yeah.
you put ketchup on a hamburger, period. But that's a different story. Look at all these white people.
Hey, there we go.
Wait, what was this shit?
Okay,
I never heard of this little boy group.
We're not doing this. You need to go back and listen to last week's show. Because I said, what was this shit? And we had a big long talk about it. And I'm not doing it again.
The boys, right?
Okay,
I'm gonna
Hopper.
call
So
that phone number.
I had to educate Doc last week. They were a very popular boy group in the
I don't remember this
Dial,
at all.
was it Dial L for Love? What was the hit?
Dial My Heart was the song.
Dial My Heart. That's it. Okay.
They were a very, very popular group.
Very.
And I wouldn't expect y'all to know who they were because, especially Hopper, growing up in New Orleans, I was listening to Q93. He was listening to, what the hell were you listening to?
God, probably like B97 or some shit.
They would have played that on B97 though, because B97 was a mix
Sons
at that
of
point.
Light,
I think their Wikipedia is
originally
wrong.
known as the Boys.
I
They're called
think their
Sons of Light now.
I think their
I
Wikipedia
told
is
him
wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, their
Dial
Wikipedia.
My
I think
Heart.
I think their Wikipedia is a little wrong though. But Dial My Heart was their hit. Michael, hey, if anybody wants to know about the Boys, DM or tag Michael Angel in the Facebook group, and he'll answer all your questions. Because he knew exactly. I guarantee you, he knows exactly who that is. Because he was
Lance
singing
knows.
it. No, Lance don't have a clue. Yeah, Mustangs, go Mustangs.
I got a flyer from when they played the McFarland Auditorium.
All right, any other thoughts on these commercials? Atlanta versus Seattle coming at us too on NBA.
I don't remember the Hawks being on TBS. I always see those Braves.
Oh, the
I
Hawks
remember
were.
the Hawks.
And I bet Sean Kemp dunked on somebody that night and then fathered a child.
Dominique Wilkins was a freaking.
Oh yeah, bro.
Fastest
If Jordan
of
wouldn't have showed up, he would have fucking been that guy.
God, he was good. He was so damn good. And just, I don't think he gets the credit he deserves from that era. I mean, people who know, but he
Yeah.
was so damn good. All right, well, we keep moving. The commercials are over. Another commercial. Well, look, we're 21 minutes in, and we've had 2 3-minute commercials already, I believe, or more. We go to the next match. It's the Rock and Roll Express versus the State Patrol. We get a picture-in-picture promo from the Rock and Roll. It's not a rock and roll promo during this time if Ricky doesn't say, I'm looking forward to meeting all these nice fans. That's what he does. The Rock and Roll are going to win with the double drop kick. Doc, any thoughts?
Nothing says rock and roll like those 2 sweaters they were wearing in that promo.
No kidding. And they are really looking like what we're going to see in Smoky Mountain.
Morton looks pudgy. Like,
he does. Yeah.
he looks like he was away longer than a year or 2.
Yes, he does. He definitely does.
And they do look Smoky Mountain ready. I mean, hey, but the State Patrol got some run here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did. Good tag team.
But, I
Very
mean,
good.
here's the thing about it. They don't. So we're talking about rock and roll's look. But here's the thing. They may be the only tag team out there that can be dated and timeless at the same time.
Well, in 1990, you could still get away with this look.
But, I mean, they could still work a match today because they know how to work.
Yeah.
And knowing how to work is timeless. But they're
still
dated.
working. The fact that they're still working is just. I mean, Ricky Morton's doing Canadian Destroyers. Like, God, man. Amazing. The Rock and Roll going to win. Any other thoughts, Hopper?
No.
All right. Well, we get some more commercials, and we're going to go to, let's see, we got a Twix commercial, Alka-Seltzer, a commercial for milk, NBA, the movie Glory, about the Civil War with Denzel and Morgan Freeman. Boy, we get the Wrestle War 1990 rap ad.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You ever seen Glory?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, when it's like, Robert E. Lee ain't got nothing on me.
This is the commercial I remember for sure.
Oh,
milk
yeah.
one? Yeah.
I mean, that stayed around for like almost 10 years.
It did.
The ad campaign. And that Twix commercial, I remember that, but that fucking milk shit was around forever.
Yeah, you're right about the milk one. That thing lasted, God. I'm not gonna say it ended 10 years ago, but man, you're right. It felt like that went into the late 90s.
Because even Steve Austin was in one of their ads.
Yeah, remember that?
Uh-huh.
They actually did more than just one wrestler, I thought.
Yeah.
That milk campaign lasted forever. Oh my Lord. Okay. We keep going. What else do we have here? What is this? Oh, another Alka-Seltzer. Dude, Alka-Seltzer was paying them out of the ass, I'm guessing.
Have y'all ever taken that?
Yeah. I take it still. I took some not too long ago when I had a cold.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Y'all want to hear the Wrestle War ad?
Yeah.
Hold on. It sounds like Darren rapping. Here it is. Let me play it. I might have to clip this off of YouTube. So if you're listening to this on YouTube and you don't hear the Wrestle War ad, you'll have to download the show. Here it is.
God.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you think, Hopper?
First of all, who fucking wrote that, and who's the rapper?
I'm not trying to talk big here, but I could write and rap a better rap than that.
That's a good question for that drive-through, for Corny's drive-through.
I bet Corny would say, I don't know, I've tried to forget that ever since the first time I heard it.
Yeah, that's true, but it's always fun to see him blow a gasket on something like that because he can't no-sell anything. But it was pitiful. Then we see a Solaflex ad.
Is that the beginning of Bowflex?
I think so.
I believe so. Boy, they sold a lot of those things, I believe, for a lot of money during that time. Solaflex, there you go. Okay, Doc, any other thoughts before we keep going, commercial-wise?
No, sir.
All right, give me a second. I'm trying to advance it to when the music's not playing. That way I can leave it all in there. We go to this next segment. It's the Louisville Slugger, Jim Cornette. He is going to bring out Ric Flair, and then Woman's going to come out. I'm going to have to cut the audio at one point because of the song they're going to play. We'll talk about that when we get there. So here it is. Here's the start of it.
Said, I want to get to the bottom of something tonight right here on World Championship Wrestling, but to do it, they said I had to have the World Heavyweight Champion as my guest. So here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the Heavyweight Champion of the world, Nature Boy Ric Flair. I want you to promise me your word as a gentleman just because you and Bobby had a little something going on. This is not physical. This is an interview. Now, I want to ask you a question. It's something all the people want to know. Did you pull some strings? Did you call in some favors to get Sting the shot at the Heavyweight Championship of the world on February 25th instead of a guy like Lex Luger who, you know, would go for your eyes and go for your throat and really try to win that title? Did you instead want to wrestle a guy like Sting who's a friend of yours and you think won't hurt you? Huh? Did you?
You quit blowing out hot air on me, little man. I'll tell you why Sting got the shot. First of all, The board of directors of the National Wrestling Alliance put Sting in that position because he took the Starrcade title. He won Iron Man, and he beat Ric Flair to do that. That's why he has the shot. There's no one in the wrestling world today that will deny one fact. Sting is one of the most awesome athletes in this sport, and he deserves a shot at the world title just like Lex Luger and a whole list of other great wrestlers in the NWA.
So come on now. Just between us friends, you don't think you might have a little advantage because Sting is your buddy there on February 25th? Do you think he's going to wrestle you as hard as he did before, the time he held you to a draw, and even the time that he beat you in Starrcade? Isn't the pressure going to be on him?
The pressure will be on him. The pressure will be on me. Anytime two great athletes climb into the ring and compete for the most coveted trophy.
I stopped the audio because Woman is coming out. And Doc, tell the people what song they play when Woman interrupts this thing and comes out.
Great Balls of Fire, which makes me think like Mae Young is going to come out.
Well, and remember, when they introduced her as quote-unquote woman in her womanish figure, they played Great Balls of Fire when Ric Steiner first laid eyes on her. So I wanted to point that out as we go there. So, Harper, you got any thoughts on Woman and Great Balls of Fire coming out as she comes out?
I mean, I forgot that was the music. I was like, what the fuck? Honky Tonk Man's coming out? But, I mean, look at Rick just staring her up and down right there.
It's like if I didn't like Kevin.
Yeah, I'll be all over you like stink on shit. And she's looking at him the same way, like, come here, boy.
That's
I heard
nice,
you have,
Harper.
I heard you have a third arm down there.
Stink on Dookie. Wow.
Classy.
That's come on. As Michael Watson says in the Facebook group, come on, bruh. Get control of this. Let's keep going. Woman is now out here, and they're going to have some words, I guess.
You know, Cornette, you really upgraded your show just like that. Just when I thought you were on your way out, you bring something like this out, and brother, it puts you back in a whole different light.
Now, wait a minute. What's going on around here? I was doing...
Step aside. Mr. Flair, you and I have a lot in common. And you know, I think I can help you during your match with Sting. And I could also help you do a lot of other things. That is, professionally.
You know, this is the second time that you and I have looked each other in the eye. And you gotta know, yeah, that's right, guys. You gotta know that from my point of view, one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do is tell myself and tell the horsemen that we have to always separate business from pleasure. And if, in fact, we let you in the door, I'm afraid that Arn Anderson, Ole Anderson, Ric Flair, and even Sting would have a hard time concentrating on the immediate. And that is the fact that we've got a great wrestling promotion to take care of. I gotta say one thing. You are awesome, baby.
Now, wait a minute, woman. What the heck are you trying to do in 1990 anyway?
Well, Jazzy, in 1990, I plan on ruling the wrestling world. And everybody knows to rule the wrestling world, you've got to own the horsemen.
Well, now, wait a minute. I could sell you some stock in Cornette Enterprises.
Please.
We'll be right back.
Well, there's going to be more to come of this in the coming weeks. Doc, what are your thoughts on this segment?
Always nice when the babyface world champion says, if we let you in the door, we'd probably have to gangbang you.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, oh, same old Ric Flair.
I tell you, she's always smoking, but she's really smoking in this episode.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee you at least 3 times standing there, it went through his head. Now, how much do I really like Kevin Sullivan?
Well, I thought it was a good segment. They didn't really give anything away, and it kind of led to, hey, what's going to happen with these?
There's
these
a lot
two?
of plot lines swirling around on this Horseman thing.
Yeah, horseman thing, and then woman is something going on. So there's a lot. Like I don't want to say a whole lot because I know kind of what's coming, but we'll leave it at that for now. Harper, did you have anything else?
No.
We go to the next commercial and we see the Sega Genesis. Boy, that made Chris Zaha's little ding ding rise up. Sega Genesis, they show a bunch of the games. Sega Genesis was something else, but Harper got stuck with what was it? What was the system you had that you were mad about?
Atari 7800, which was dog shit.
Yeah. So, but the Genesis was awesome.
But wasn't that fucking badass?
It was. It really was. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. We see an ad for that.
This movie, bro.
I did. They made too many of these damn things after the first one. They really did. I haven't seen this in a very long time, but they made too many of them. We get a commercial for Beetlejuice. Alka-Seltzer again. Oh, my Lord. They're just pushing that left and right.
Hey,
Saran wrap.
It's cold in fever season.
Yeah.
Okay. Saran wrap. We get an NWA hotline plug.
Oh, bro, that commercial was such bullshit with the bear. Like the bear couldn't smell the pie through the fucking saran wrap. Get the fuck out of here.
I remember that back in the day. I mean, like, seriously. If that's not false advertising, I don't know what is.
Yeah, this is so fucking stupid.
How did they get away with that? The bear. So the thing Harper's talking about is they've got saran wrap and they've got Reynolds wrap. And they have a bear and it's two pies wrapped up, one in saran and one in Reynolds. And the bear chooses the Reynolds because he can quote unquote smell through it.
Yeah.
Now, what they don't tell you is they might have put bleach on the pie that had saran wrap, and that's why the bear wouldn't go to it and went to the other one. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying, who knows? Then we go to a hotline plug, and this is a quick one. This is, you got to give the NWA credit here. At least they're trying to make a little bit extra money on this hotline. Here that is.
Corny, how come every time I see you nowadays, you're on the telephone?
Well, I got to call the 900 hotline to get all the news in the NWA. I got to call guys like Joe Pedicino and Terry Funk and the Steiners and Lance Russell and even you and, of course, the Sunday Night Live events and myself, too.
Well, I understand why you call all those guys, but why do you call on Friday nights for the Louisville Slugger?
Why do I call on Friday nights for the Louisville Slugger? Because after I listen to all you guys, I got to call myself to find out what's really going on around here and get the straight scoop on the NWA hotline.
Then we go to the Sunday movie, which is another Burt Reynolds classic, Gator. I don't remember this. Harper, did you?
Yeah.
You
I
did?
remember this. Yeah,
Okay.
I just said I watched it
Yeah,
recently.
you did. When did you said a week ago?
It was something like that. It was on Heroes of Icon on one of those antenna TV channels.
And then what about
Now this
WW?
fucking, I don't know what the fuck that is. WW and the Dixie
Dixie
Look it up,
Dance
Doc.
Kings? WW and the Dixie Dance Kings is a movie. Hey, and that's
it sounds racist.
Yeah.
Harper, those were the Sunday movies starting at 10:35 a.m. Eastern.
9:30. That's what are you going to be watching with that great fucking cable
And
fucking that you paid God knows how much a month for.
oh boy.
Fucking know what I would have been watching? Fucking USA Cartoon Express. Not fucking
Scramble
Gator.
Vision, bro.
On a Sunday
Cinemax.
too. All right. That mullet Brody Chase has. Good Lord. We go to the next match, and boy, this one is not going to put butts in the seats.
Yeah,
It
I
is
fast
Brody.
forwarded this shit, bro.
Fast forward.
Brody
But there was
Chase.
a part when I was fast forwarded, he said something. Ronald Reagan gave him a fucking medal, and I tried to go back to find it. I couldn't fucking find it.
Him being Ranger Ross versus Brody Chase. If that doesn't give you the fast forward button, nothing will. Is that a fair statement, Harper?
Yes.
All right, we'll keep going. After Ranger Ross wins, we get a Sting promo. It's meat and potatoes. He's thankful for the opportunity to face Ric Flair. Yada, yada, yada. Doc, did you have anything extra from it?
I didn't. At least he got all the particulars correct, I guess.
Fuck, he looks like a baked potato, huh? With that singlet.
Bro.
Look at that shit. What the fuck would he wear that for?
Maybe he was prototyping it for Jeff Jarrett later on.
Oh. That's one of those things where if you got a body like that, you got to know what kind of gear to wear. But anyway. All right, keeping it moving.
Not everybody can afford a Mike Vick jersey.
Nah, I didn't start with that. That's what you're not. I just did that because of the Louisiana fans. I didn't wear that everywhere. Like, I don't think you get that, but you don't use your brain.
There's only like 2 pictures of your wrestling career. Mike Vick in the Brass Knucks trophy.
Well, that's the first mistake you made because you called it a wrestling career. It was not a career. I'm not like one of these idiots that likes to say they had a career.
Yeah, fuck.
Would you say last week on that show you had to get out of the wrestling business to have a career in the wrestling business?
That's a fact. Like this, I think I said that, was it last week or another week? More people know who, not I am, but we are, because of this show, not because of that mud show bullshit I used to do, 20 years ago. Harper too. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Harper is more well known for this at this point. I shouldn't say that. Luke will get mad at me.
Oh no, he's surprised at how big we got. Talk about somebody that needs to be stretched.
Hey Harper, you know what I didn't know? I didn't even know Luke joined the Facebook group. It just one day I just started seeing his comments on there. And I was like, when the hell did he get in here?
Probably just to see what they say about Darren.
I guess. But he's in there interacting with folks, so as Darren lives it up. Next match, Dr. Death versus Rick Fargo. A botch on the overhead press right there. Dr. Death is going to win. But
I liked it. I liked it because he missed it, but then they didn't just like stop. They kept going, and then he went back to it. And JR put him going back to it. Like, he's competitive. He's not gonna give up on this. JR really got that over. I thought that's making chicken salad out of chicken shit.
And he said he lost his grip from the sweat. I was like, oh, that's a good cover.
That's a pro.
And when I said the botch, what I was gonna say additionally is he slips and then he goes straight for the belly to belly.
Yeah,
like he went straight to it.
That was nice.
Yep, it was a good cover. Some more commercials are coming after Dr. Death. All of them are a repeat, with the exception, I think, of the Bonanza Collector's Edition.
Oh yeah!
God Almighty!
I bet Doc's dad would have loved to have those videotapes.
They all would. Everybody that age, they all think they're gonna go back and shoot some Indians when really it was the smallpox.
Fuck, you know what I realized that is something that you don't see anymore is the little cowboys and Indians, the little plastic. Remember they used to sell those kind of like the Green Army men. They had.
But Harper makes a good point. You don't see those little figurines no more, man. Or if I say figurines, but figures. Boy, look at that. Did you see the price on that? Only $29.95 for the Bonanza set. Call 1-800-441-2929.
It's not bad. Because, I mean, bro, how long did the fuck the Bonanza last for? 10 years?
Too long.
So, I mean, you can get the whole goddamn
seems like a lifetime.
Series.
No cash on delivery, please.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Harper doesn't like pop. I laughed at that. No CODs, please. All subscriptions subject to review.
Can
Credit
you imagine somebody
only.
like heading into one of the wards in New Orleans with some bananas on them, trying to get some cash on delivery?
No
What's that mean, CODs?
Cash on delivery. Cash on delivery. Like it used to. There was a time when if you got a delivery like this for something like this, not actual mail, you could actually give the delivery courier cash on delivery. Like you could pay for
The
it, right, Doc?
mailman?
Not the mailman,
UPS.
Harper. Yeah, it would be like whatever courier service would
Damn,
do.
really? So like it would be like if the Amazon guy is dropping something off
Yes.
and it's $20, I give the Amazon driver $20.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes, that
Now,
was COD,
Don,
cash on
when's
delivery.
When's the last time you actually had cash?
That's true, bro. I feel bad for homeless people because I don't think they got PayPal.
just Venmo them.
Yeah,
Y'all are going to hell.
bruh, for real, dude.
Yeah,
Who has
that's
cash
not
on 'em?
funny.
Unless you wait tables.
Or strip.
Yeah.
I always try to keep, like, this is going to sound strange, like 10 ones or 2 5s in my wallet. But that's all I'll ever have. I never carry cash. Never.
The only time I get cash is when I get those SAG checks that are like $20 or $30, and I just get that in cash. But that's it.
That's what I'm saying. I never have any more than maybe 10, 20 bucks on me.
Mine's all
And
in
that-
Bitcoin.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, you could pay for
I'm gonna
Bonanza
ride the
cash
dip.
on delivery. You gonna what?
Ride the dip.
I thought you said something else.
Oh, come on.
So Bonanza, yeah, there we go. The Bonanza. Any other thoughts on this commercial?
No.
We are shown an NWA main event ad, and I
Oh,
believe we were
God.
told where they're going to replay Sting versus Flair from Clash 1 during this.
Did you hear what they said during it? These
What's that?
guys make James Dean look like Jerry Lewis.
Wow. That's nice. Real nice. Doc, did you have anything from Luger's promo?
No.
It's a quick promo. He's not happy that Sting is being given this quote unquote title shot that we're assuming he's
shouldn't
going to
be.
get versus Flair. Well, he did win that Iron Man thing, and Luger says something's fishy. There's, and I actually agree with you, Doc. There's something to this. I mean, Luger is the U.S. champion. I don't know. There is something to this. Sting just pole vaulting and, going right for that. Because I think the last belt. Yeah, the last belt Sting had, I believe, was the TV title.
Yeah.
TV.
Muda beat him, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So he's just jumping right ahead of the line. It seems rather unfair because of a stupid tournament they had at Starrcade. And that was my
Look
thoughts.
at that fucking hair.
Just
It looks like a jacked up soccer mom.
hey, put my kid in.
How come my kid's not playing first base, but that fat kid is?
How come you said soccer mom and then gave a baseball example?
Because that's like the soccer mom, like you know what I mean. She's got the Dodge Caravan, and her kid has fucking
Hey, Mike.
$300 Nike fucking cleats, but he couldn't hit.
He couldn't hit
all
water.
the
If
safe.
he could hit
Exactly.
water if he fell out of a boat.
Right, but he's got a $300 baseball bat and fucking $200 cleats.
He's gonna sell one of them for weed at some point.
I had
Mike.
a kid. Oh, go ahead.
I'm back in the coaching profession. I'm coaching a team this summer,
Mm-hmm.
and I sent out the welcome email, introducing myself to the parents tonight. Now, my kid's playing. There's 10 kids on the team, and my kids' 3 best friends are on the team, and we know all the parents, and they already know all the particulars. So there's 6 kids that I don't know. How long did it take for me to get a dumbass email question?
30 seconds after you sent it.
No, nobody's that quick. But it was in the first 30 minutes.
Oh, that's right. These are saps. In the first 30 minutes?
When are we going to get jerseys?
Oh, God. You got to be kidding me. Really?
Tomorrow.
Yeah. I forgot how much fun it was to interact with the youth
Hey, I
sports
tell you,
parent.
let me ask you a question. Remember that time you had a parent
But,
in their
but
email was
yeah,
Iron Maiden hoe?
no,
Was what?
it was Metallica, bitch.
Bruh, I'm trying to kayfabe. I was trying to kayfabe.
I don't care,
Okay, well
dude.
you didn't. You cared back then.
That kid would sit there crying and need help with things. And one day it was about the practice was about playground, and
I remember the
that
story.
and that kid wanted me to help him push him on a swing, and I was like, "Bro, I can't do that for lots of reasons. I'm not doing that."
Yeah, for real, bro. Fuck that.
And I was like, "Where's your mom?" And she goes, "She's over there." And she was like 50 yards away at a picnic table with her boyfriend smoking a cigarette. And her email was Metallica, bitch. And the dad came to the second practice and said, "Hey, I'll help you, man. I'll do whatever you want. I'll help you coach." I was like, "Okay." And then I never saw him again. Rest of the season.
Harper, did
Dude,
you hear that
there's two
email?
places, Harper. There's two places. If you need to go find you, if you're a little bit down on what Harper's doing these days, and you need to go look, maybe I need to dig myself out. It's not so bad. There are two places that you can go that will always pick you up because it'll make you see that you are well above the average person. One is the local zoo, and two, and this never fails, youth sports. Just go hang out some. And you'll
No.
see every shithead that exists.
Yeah, I can just picture it. A lot of assholes wearing those fucking straight bill hats, right?
Bad tattoos.
Bad tattoos.
I one time had a kid playing goalie, and her dad was standing there next to him, talking on the cell phone instead of helping coach during a game. Because
Oh my God.
we'd send the parents down there, to help when their kids playing goalie, and he was on his cell phone talking while his kid was playing goalie. And I mean, that's not like a huge story. That's just something you see all the time.
They all know how to do it too, but never volunteer. They got all the greatest suggestions in the world on how to make it better and do this and do that, but ain't got a clue. They can't manage their own life, much less manage 12 little kids.
And it's like dealing with 10 to 12 Harpers because everybody's late.
Yeah, but that's an insult to Harper.
Yeah.
Well,
being late is one thing. Being a sap and stupid is another.
I didn't call Harper stupid. I said he's just late. Hard to argue with that.
Well,
the kids still collect baseball cards? No, huh?
It's now been taken over by idiots our age.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I figured.
Lex Luger, as we keep moving, defeats Pat Rose. He's going to win with the torture rack. Sullivan's pretty good on commentary, actually. I like him. Doc, any thoughts? Oh, go ahead, Harper.
That was. They said he's from Georgia, but he's wearing a jacket that has Florida on it.
You talking about Luger?
No.
Pat Rose.
Yeah.
Pat Rose. Yeah, I saw that. He had the Florida jacket. I don't know. Everything was airtight, brother.
It was just like that Saran wrap.
Did you have thoughts on Luger and Pat Rose, Doc?
We did hear from JR that Mil Mascaris is going to be at the something or other.
At the Clash, and I think it's the Clash. And yeah. I am so looking forward to doing that with you when we get there.
I've read about the match. I've never seen it.
Yes. Good shit.
Okay.
It's good shit. Well, there's something that happens that you're just going to be like, oh my God, why did they do that with Cactus?
Yeah.
It will make you go, this guy's nuts. He's really nuts.
He does the Nesty plunge.
Oh my God.
I've read about it.
Well, Luger versus Pat Rose is over. I got nothing from Pillman and Z-Man.
Go look at Z-Man right there.
I know. That's why I stopped at Harper, because I wanted you to say something.
Look at his God.
What? Go
He
ahead.
just looks like look at him like I'm here and hey, are we shooting a promo now? Is it now? Is it
Harper,
now?
he looks like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah.
Look at him. Watch his eyes. He keeps looking back at the monitor. Watch his
like
eyes.
somebody's telling him something.
Watch his eyes. He keeps looking. He keeps looking to his left. Watch. Here it goes. He's gonna. He just did it. He just did it again. Now he's gonna start talking. It's like he was thinking about. Okay. He's gonna wrap up, and I gotta say something. It's like he was thinking about it the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I had a note on this.
What's that?
Well, let me see what I had here. Oh, did
It's
you
bad.
see? Did you hear Zink calling him the Flying Brian?
I didn't pay the close attention.
Well, the
to
problem
it.
here is one of these guys is a star, and the other one is Tom Zink.
Yeah. And I ain't got nothing else from it. Matter of fact, him and Pillman and Z-Man are going to take on Italian Stallion and Randy Harris.
Did you say T-Man?
Z-Man.
Oh.
Z. Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
I'm going to watch that this weekend, man. I got to see that episode again. Mayonnaise. Anyway, Pillman and Z-Man win. I got nothing. What do you got, Doc?
106.40.
Whoa!
We got
Look at that. Rush, you
Hold on.
look like what's her name in fucking Beetlejuice? Winona Ryder, bruh. What the fuck?
I'm gonna go down there, and I'm gonna fuck one of those wrestlers.
Jesus.
And then I'm gonna kill them and eat them.
What the fuck is that about?
Bro.
Bro, that ain't even like goth. It's like she's wearing like Halloween makeup.
That's like country goth.
Bruh.
Harper, do what you just did again. What the?
She looks like, remember that movie Nightbreed?
No.
She looks like somebody from that. What the fuck?
Here it comes again.
Look at that! Oh! The Exorcist! That's who she looks like. The girl from The Exorcist.
Man, whoever takes her home is gonna wake up missing a kidney.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that. I bet that bitch loves King Diamond.
Oh, man.
Y'all are going to hell.
Nah.
Oh,
no.
man.
Hey, Kim Wood got a mention here in this match from JR.
Yeah, Kim Wood is the Pillman's.
Great Kim Wood. You know what you do with a whore.
You know what's crazy? We wouldn't have known that name until we saw that biography.
Yeah.
That guy's a
not
star.
A&E. Oh, he needs to be on TV somewhere. Just how he was acting. I got nothing else from this match though, Doc.
106.40 real quick. We had
That's right.
Pillman with a nice little high risk.
Okay, hold on.
I just got to have some timestamps every once in a while so people know we do actually watch these matches.
Yeah, it's just we've had this discussion. It's just a completely different feel, especially as we're in the '90s. I mean, you're just not getting the shit talking promos. We're getting to it now. We're at 106.34. Here's 106.40 coming. I'm trying to see what we're looking for, Doc. Oh, okay. This. Yes.
That's how you start a match these days. But back then, that was a high risk maneuver.
It sure was. A reverse double axe handle off the top rope. Anything else, Doc?
No, that's about it.
So we get a bunch of commercials. We're going to get
Where's
the
the Hennessy
1-900.
commercial?
What?
Oh, no Hennessy?
No.
Oxytocin.
I mean,
1-900.
Harper said that these commercials were for broke-ass motherfuckers. So I
Come
figured-
on.
Hennessy ain't cheap. We've had this discussion already.
Well, you drink
What's
the high-end stuff, right?
Power stick.
I don't drink the high end. I drink the VSOP, which is above the VS. Now there's the XO, which is really expensive, and then
They
above
got different
that,
levels of a Hennessy?
Yeah.
I
What
wouldn't
about the
call it
one with cocoa
levels
butter
of-
in it?
Oh, come on.
I am gonna laugh at that. I popped
What the fuck?
Son of a bitch!
That ain't funny.
I bet the boys drink some Hennessy.
Well, you
They
don't
probably
want your
drinking
liver.
some back then.
Yeah, you don't want your liver to get ashy.
Oh, come on.
Hopper, do you remember Ernest Goes to Camp?
Yeah.
So, hold on.
Why do we have to talk about this again this week?
Oh, the little black kid from that he was one of the boys?
Bill Lau.
Yes. Bilal.
Okay.
Plot down.
I think it was
Plot
Bilal.
down.
I don't remember. One of them is in Ernest Goes to Camp. Yes.
Okay.
Just so you
I think
know.
it's the smallest one.
Just so you know. Just thought I'd tell you.
$2
Doc,
for every
I really
minute
don't
45.
appreciate that
That's a
comment
big
about
treat for
cocoa
20
butter.
bucks.
No, I don't appreciate your comment about cocoa butter and Hennessy. Last time we brought up cocoa butter in this show, Harper said the Jive Tones car smelled like cocoa butter and weed, and I'm still getting emails about that from people pissed off. Y'all are the worst.
Look, we're obviously we're allies. That's what we are. We're your allies.
If these people only knew. You know the thing about that segment? We were joking and Harper made that joke. And the last thing you said was, these guys are being done wrong.
They were.
The Jive Tones.
Yeah.
You're
They could have
exactly.
been over like Rover.
They were over, but they were saddled with stupidity.
Right. Uh-huh.
And Doc's last comment was, these guys are being done wrong. And it goes to show you that people will listen to what they want to hear and not what you actually said. Sorry, I had to say something.
Let's quit doing this show.
We keep moving. They show a replay of Cactus from last week and Lee Scott after their match. And then Lee Scott cut a promo saying he wanted a piece of Cactus, which was insane.
Yeah.
Cactus and Lee Scott are now going to wrestle. And Cactus is going to win. And after the match, Cactus is going to do his elbow drop on his hip from the apron to Lee Scott. My God, every time I see that, my hip explodes. Doc, did you have thoughts?
Fuck that.
Well, we're going to find out later that because of those tactics, Cactus didn't win. And Lee Scott gets his first win in a main event match.
Yeah, but who's paying attention? I'm just kidding.
I'm glad. I mean, Lee Scott deserved this little rub here. He's been a flipper and a flyer back when nobody else was. I like it.
He's not bad.
He's not. But if you
crowd
watch
was really dead for the first part of this match.
If I agree, if you watch last week, Harper, Lee Scott cuts a promo, and you'll see why they never put a mic in his face.
That's true. That was real true. And Sullivan started schooling JR on the difference between Picasso and Van Gogh, so the LSD must really be kicking in.
No, Sullivan's a historian. People just, I mean, Sullivan is he can start having those conversations like
He's
Budrow did with
doing
the Rubicon.
big work to get Cactus over.
Oh, yeah. But you know the story behind that, right? Behind him and Cactus?
I know every story behind everything.
No, I'm being serious. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Jim Hurd, I think the story is Jim Hurd didn't like Cactus. I mean, look, I hate to say it, but Hurd was like, look at him, you know. But Sullivan was an advocate of Cactus. And I believe the idea of what they've done with Cactus, where he would tag with these people and would lose and then he'd attack them after the fact, that was Sullivan's idea for Cactus. And I think Hurd was just too stupid to realize like that was going to work and actually get Cactus over. He didn't give a damn because he just thought Cactus was, a piece of crap, didn't like the way he looked or whatever. But that was all Sullivan. That whole thing was Sullivan, like this idea of Cactus jumping his tag team partner after the match. That's all Sullivan. Which goes to show you, they could have easily just threw Cactus in there with his look and been like, okay, you're just going to be enhancement talent and take pins. No, like Sullivan had a really great idea with him and it ends up working out. I mean, he doesn't become a megastar in WCW, but look what ends up happening in his career. This was the start of it. This was the start of him being...
I respect you, Booker, man.
Exactly. But, Hurd didn't see it. Go figure. Harper, any other thoughts on Cactus and Lee Scott here?
No.
All right. We're going to get a commercial for, I love this VHS, the Michael Jordan Come Fly With Me VHS. I thought it was sensational. Jordan is the GOAT.
Well, here's the question. Who's the best basketball player of all time?
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan.
I've had this argument with my kid.
But Jordan, he would hide if he was hurt. LeBron James fucking tells you I'm hurt.
Jesus Lord. The flopping. Like, dude, that game, the game one against the Suns, I got tagged in it a million times on Twitter when he took that flop when Chris Paul boxed him out. Good God, grow a set. Come on. These NBA players nowadays, they are soft. If I want to watch soccer, I'm going to watch soccer. They
do it because they get away with it.
It's ridiculous. And I blame the refs. Doc knows what he's doing. He knows. He just hit the thing that triggers me. He knows what he's doing. I just realized it. I just realized what he's doing to me here.
He's like, no, I don't care about basketball. I don't care.
Man, Jordan is the GOAT. I don't give a damn what anybody says. Michael Jordan is the greatest. I don't want to hear nothing about no LeBron. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody. I'm not trying to take nothing away from them people. I'm just saying Jordan is the GOAT. What do you think, Harper?
Yeah, it's the GOAT. God, Sports Illustrated. Remember you used to see these commercials on all the time.
Dude, Sports Illustrated.
Y'all didn't ask me, but I'll say it. Michael Jordan was the GOAT.
Oh, you know. You're not, you, as a friend of mine used to say, you know shit from sugar.
And I'm a huge NBA fan.
Oh, my God. You're on
Your
Adam
Mavericks
Silver's.
at 2-0.
Damn right. I stayed up till midnight last night, guys.
He was exhausted at work today.
Bro. That was a ragging ass.
As of right now, the Mavericks are 2-0. The series may be over by the time this show airs.
Yeah.
I love the NBA. I'm going to watch some games, the late game when we get off of here. I love the NBA. But when I asked Mike about it, he's like, fuck the NBA, man. Fuck that league. I'm ready for college football.
I
was like, you can like more than one sport at a time, right?
I need to clarify that statement. The reason why I can't stand the NBA. Because I'm sick and tired of these little pansy-antsy ass players teaming up to form these super teams because they can't do it on their own. I'm sick and tired of it.
That makes them heels.
It doesn't make them heels. It makes them puntas. It makes them just...
They're chicken shit heels. And guess
what?
No,
they ain't chicken shit.
They're going to lose. And I'm going to laugh.
They sit there and they say their prayers and they thump their Bible and they talk about their Psalms. Mike 3:16 says, get your ass out of here. No, I'm sick of it. They got to form these super teams. They got to collude with their friends and go play with each other because they ain't man enough to stick it out on their own.
I agree.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you about something. And this ain't the NBA. But I look at a guy like Joe Thomas from the Cleveland Browns. I hate to say it because Jaworski's going to crank off right here. But that dude, one of the best tackles in the game, sat there and played for that pathetic franchise. And you know what? I love him because of that. He didn't go join a super team. He didn't collude and go, I'm going to go play with my friends like LeBron James and Dwayne Wade and all these other soft-ass NBA players. I said what I said. They soft. S-O-F-T. Soft. And I'm tired of it.
It's rare.
It's going to happen to the Pelicans. Zion ain't going to be here in 6 years because he's going to go play somewhere else and with a super team. Get the flying piss out. I'm tired of it. That's why I don't like the NBA no more.
It's
and
not
Jordan's
often we get a worked up menace about anything, but
you piss me off. Why'd you bring it up?
Because Michael Jordan's the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I thought that
You
was a
damn
fairly
right.
non-confrontational
How can you
subject.
hate basketball? You're black.
We keep it moving, and Arn Anderson, with his TV title for the first time in Center Stage. He comes out, and he's going to take on Hacksaw Higgins. Arn is going to hit Higgins with the DDT, and he's going to win. Harper, any thoughts?
Have we seen him before from the
Mid-South,
studio days? No?
Who? Goddamn pal pronouns. Who's he?
Hacksaw fucking Higgins.
You may have seen him on Mid-South television, but you've not seen him in you didn't see him, I believe, on the studio shows. No.
Okay.
He's
At least
done
they spelled
jobs.
Arn Anderson right this week.
Oh, just wait. They'll get it wrong. They get it wrong a few more times, as I recall.
That's fucking crazy, huh?
I thought it was interesting that Sullivan was putting over Arn left and right, but they're baby faces.
Say that again?
Sullivan was putting Arn over strong in this match, but the Horsemen are baby faces.
Oh, because Sullivan's technically a heel.
Right.
He's
I
the
don't
devil.
know, but Sullivan's trying to like play it straight on commentary, it seems.
I
Yeah.
guess. This is hard to do, but this was not a good Arn Anderson match. And it was Higgins' fault.
Yes, I told you that. We talked about Higgins last week.
He is 11 pounds of shit in a 2-pound bag.
What the fuck was he doing?
Harper, he's not a good wrestler. You got to see him in
Oh, shit.
Let me tell you something. If you think he's bad here, you ought to see him in 82 Mid-South doing jobs. It's bad. Very bad. And Doc, I hate to say it, but you nailed it. It's hard to make Arn Anderson look bad, but this guy pulled it off. He pulled it off.
Mm-hmm.
Any other thoughts before the next promo we're going to go to?
Mm-mm.
All right. Bear with me here as I fast forward and get us to it. Here we go, right here. Let's go back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, made the announcement that at the next pay-per-view for the NWA on Sunday night, February 25th in Greensboro, Wrestle War 90, the Wild Thing, Sting will wrestle the heavyweight champion of the world. If it's Nature Boy Ric Flair, he's got to be thinking about it. But you guys are training every day. Is this a conflict of interest whatsoever?
No conflict whatsoever. The bottom line is, I use that expression many times, Sting is one of the greatest athletes in professional wrestling today. He deserves a title shot, and if I'm the world champion on the 25th of February in Greensboro, North Carolina, which is just like my hometown, Sting will walk it out. He has proved to the world that he's this kind of guy. And the bottom line, once again, is some may come and some may go, but this is the symbol of the 90s, and Sting, you're a respected man. You've been my friend, pal. If it's you and I on the 25th, we're going to tear the joint down.
Well, in my opinion, Rick, I think it is going to be you. But to be honest with you, when you start saying Sting's got to walk that aisle, it makes my heart go ba-boom, 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 just like it was about 2 years ago. But this time I know there's no problem because, to be honest with you, I said, Rick, we don't have to do it like this. And before I could finish my sentence, both the Andersons, Rick said, no way, Sting. You don't have to worry about a thing because everything is cool. And besides that, we want to keep this world title in the family. So whether it's Flair as the world champion or Sting as the world champion, it's going to be in the family. And I've never been in a family before, and it feels kind of good, to be honest with you.
It's a family tradition here, Ole.
Only the best are in the Horsemen. What better than to have a man like Sting? What better to have a match, Sting and Flair? World's champion? Only champions are Horsemen, right, Arn?
No matter who wins the match, the bottom line is we're all family, and you've earned it, pal.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the four horsemen have made their statement, and we'll make some more.
Let me just say one thing, Jim Ross. The wrestling world needs to be aware of one thing. We don't let anybody down. Sting's with us, and once again, we are kiss-stealing, wheeling-dealing, limousine-riding, jet-flying, son-of-a-guns. And ladies, wait till you get a load of this. Woo!
Fans, as I said, the horsemen have made their statement, and we will be right back.
Doc, do you think Ole was like, oh, God, I can't believe I had to say that?
I keep waiting for him to just break kayfabe and go, look, this piece of shit isn't worth me needing more money.
Yeah. And their family. They're like the Waltons.
Oh man. It was okay. That was my comment. Any thoughts on these
I'm with
commercials?
D-Man. Sting sucks.
Yeah, Darren and Luke both said that too.
He doesn't match with him at all.
It's not a match made in heaven.
No.
Stay tuned. More commercials, Entertainment Weekly, a bunch of other replays of ones we've seen. Harper, did you have any thoughts on these?
No.
We then go to Michael Hayes, who's going to take on Ricky Nelson. Hayes is going to win with a DDT, and then he lays on him and acts like he wants to rub him out. It's
Wait, what?
The finish of this is
That's called the Jaworski.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go back to it.
Oh.
Watch what he does.
Maybe. Hold
DDT.
on. Let's see it again. That's a good DDT. He took it well.
Yeah, but watch what he does him. Come on, bro.
Maybe he got told that Ricky Nelson was making the decisions on who the next champ was, and Tommy Rich told him how to get the title.
Come on.
Dude, look at how he lays on this
Okay,
man.
so what would you do if you were laying there and somebody mounted you like that to pin you?
I mean, pin me, pay me, but I'm not going to, I don't mean I got to like it.
Would you say something in the back?
It depends. I mean, I'm sure this guy didn't tell Hayes nothing. I mean, it's one, like, you say that if it's an independent show, that's something else. I mean, this is, this guy's just trying to get a paycheck. So
Yeah, his mom was watching this.
Yeah,
Ricky, why did that hairy guy get on you like he wanted to make love to you?
Well, I mean, like, before the match, he's doing that stupid dance that he does.
You're not doing something that the Lord wouldn't like now, are you, Rick?
Oh, my God. Before the match, he's doing what he's doing, and then after the match, he's
humping and
rubbing him
grinding,
out.
dry humping some poor fella.
Yeah, for real. I mean, it's just. We go to a commercial and we get another NWA main event commercial and the Wrestle War wrap from 1990 for the next pay-per-view. Then after all of that, we go to the next match. It is going to be the Midnight Express. They're going to take on Gene Ligon and Sean Regal. Corny is going to join JR on commentary with Sullivan. They talk about a bunch of different topics, one being the Rock and Roll being back. They mentioned the Dynamic Dudes, Cactus Jack. The Midnight are going to win with a double flapjack. Stan hits a small wiggle after the pin from a seated position. Doc, I'm going to go to you and ask if you got any thoughts on this.
Remarkably, no. There wasn't a lot there, I didn't think.
There wasn't. I was trying to get to the wiggle at the end because not that it was anything special, but I just saw Apter taking pictures.
I thought that was him too.
It does look like him.
Yeah.
Here, let me go back some. This thing is jumping around on me. This ain't me. Let's see. He's on his knees when he hits it.
Here it comes.
Oh, he was seated, actually. I'm sorry. Stan with a little wiggle. You can kind of tell at Midnight, they don't seem very happy these days.
Yeah, it's almost like they're kind of almost going through the motions to a certain extent.
They got boo-boo face.
Yeah.
Boo-boo face. They lost their smile. They're in the...
They're just
not
following
happy.
Instructions.
Yeah, that's it. So then we're going to go to the last match on this week's show. It's going to be the Skyscrapers with Teddy Long versus Larry Santo and Rick Ryder. Teddy cuts a short picture-in-picture promo before the match. Mean Mark hits a big elbow off the top rope, and the Skyscraper's going to win. Harper, any thoughts?
Yeah, I was wondering, why does that microphone have that big box on it? Because I noticed that when Cornette was doing his thing.
Yeah, you could. It's actually been like that for weeks now, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the same one where it's like a. I guess that was the technology at the time. I don't know. It's actually. He's holding two mics basically. I think one of them is for the TV.
Oh,
one of them is for
I gotcha.
Crowd. So like we're actually getting a feed from him, not listening to his voice come through the speaker.
Okay.
I think that's what you see there. Nowadays, you ain't got to do that. You can route it in and just use one mic. Anyway, but that's what's going on. This match, Doc, any thoughts?
It's always something every time to see Mark Calloway walk the ropes.
He sounds like Darren, but his name is actually Mark Calloway in this promotion. So,
God, that guy's like a midget, huh?
yeah, I was thinking the same thing. He's hitting Sid. He looks like Rick Ryder looks like a little person next to Sid.
Bro, look at him. Like he's beating up someone's child.
That's what it looks like.
That's bald.
Balding.
That fucker looks like Phil Collins.
He kind of does.
Yeah.
And that's how this show is going to go off air. So before we hand out the Rolex and rate the show, I want to remind you all, if you're not a patron, please become one on our 6th-year anniversary month at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. That is tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. If you become a patron actually right now, we are giving away 2 months when you sign up for the annual option. So you'll get 2 months for free if you go annual. That's tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Also, don't forget to use our Amazon Associates link. That's tinyurl.com/BTTAmazon. It's a great way to support the show if you're already shopping on Amazon. Again, that's tinyurl.com/BTTAmazon. All right, Doc, it's time to rate it. Hand out some Rolexes. Do you want to rate it first or give out the Rolex? I'll let you decide.
Let's rate it. It wasn't bad, but there was nothing that was groundbreaking. I'm going to go with a B.
I'm in agreement with you. I'm going to give it a B. Harper, what are you going to give it?
Yeah, I'll give it a B.
You didn't watch it, did you?
Yeah, I did. I got to watch The Boys.
Yeah, he did. Or you at least watch the commercials because he told us that. I'm with you, Doc. I'm going to give it a B. So Rolex-wise, who you give your Rolex to, Doc?
The Boys.
This may be the most controversial Rolex ever, but I'm giving the Rolex to the three of us because it's our motherfucking birthday.
That's right.
I didn't think you'd go there, but I'm good with that.
We're over and we deserve a fucking watch for it.
Harper, do the thing that the women do when they buy a car. They go spend the $50,000 on a car, and they tell their girlfriends, I bought it. I wanted to treat myself.
I
and
deserve this. I'm a queen.
You deserve it, girl. You're a queen.
Then
you deserve to go into debt, bitch, and fucking end up paying $60,000 for a car that's worth $25,000. Good job, baby.
And why is your mom raising your kid?
Yeah.
I'm a queen and Aiden is my prince.
Yeah. You're a queen.
Athlete's foot and crotch right, you nasty whore.
Fucking notice, like, men don't go around calling themselves kings.
Some do, and it's pretty ridiculous.
Oh, God.
If I heard a man say that, I'd be like, what? Wow.
Yeah.
If she's the queen, I would love to see what her kingdom looks like.
Bunch of hair curling irons and toiletries strewn everywhere.
And I bet her fucking crown is a recliner made from fucking microfiber. From fucking
I was just gonna say it's Aiden's crown from Burger King that she stole to feel special.
I mean her fucking throne.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. Okay, I'm gonna give mine to woman. My Rolex to woman. She's tremendous in this episode. I feel Doc though in the spirit of giving it to us on our 6-year anniversary. So it's our anniversary month.
Happy birthday.
Anniversary. Harper, who are you gonna give yours to? Rolex.
I don't know, man. This one was kind of
Gotta be woman, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. Flair did a lot of hard work trying to get Sting over.
Oh yeah, he was busting his ass trying to get him over.
He was.
We're family.
Dude, Sting's promos are so bad in this show. That opening one when he screams, and then when he's doing the one with the horseman, I don't know which one was worse. I actually think the opening one is worse because he hits that
Wherever it
stupid.
was, whenever it happened, I don't fucking know.
Right. It's just so, I don't remember when it was, but
Just remember, this is the good half of the Blade Runners. Jesus.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
I feel
The
like
best
we're
thing-
going to be the people that turn the tide on Sting's legacy.
I don't know. All right, so got to take care of a couple of things before we get out of here. One, if you haven't done so, make sure you email Harper and PayPal him. That way you can get your very own video shout out, life advice, and relationship advice. So the first thing you got to do is email him, Chris Harper 16 wildcat@gmail.com. That's Wildcat with a K. Again, that's Chris Harper 16 wildcat@gmail.com. Tell Harper what you want in your video shout out or your life advice, or you want to shout out a friend or whatever it is. If you want a video cut from him, Chris Harper 16 wildcat@gmail.com. And then you can PayPal Harper the $20 for your video to cc30388cc@yahoo.com. If you want to know all that stuff, just check the show notes and the show description. The information is all there. Also, give a shout out to Our Vantage Point, the retro wrestling podcast with Joe Murata and Michael Quinn, the northern version of BTT, slightly classier, a little bit more professional, but still fun nonetheless. They cover that WWF territory. We cover down south. And then check out the Bottom Line Cast with Mike Prue and JB. They do our ECW show on our Patreon feed. On that note, Doc, I'm getting to the point where I'm a little tuckered. What about you?
Oh, I'm blown all the way the fuck up.
This was a long
it's
one.
after 9.
This was a long one. Harper, you got anything before we get out of here?
No, it's those fucking commercials.
It
I
is.
know.
It's the commercials. But here's the thing. Like I said, they're going to start repeating themselves so much that y'all are going to be like, we saw this one, keep moving.
Okay.
That's what's going to happen. Because they're not going to remain like they are. They'll be there, but you're just going to be like, yep, we saw this, we talked about it already, so we can keep moving. On that note, somebody asked me in email, I don't remember who it was, and I didn't respond. Someone said about an X-rated. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Luke said it. Luke said stay tuned. He didn't say a date. He didn't say if it's going to happen this year, but stay tuned. Whether it's X-rated or the first Wildcat show. And boy, Darren really healed out when he said he hated the X-rated shows, Harper.
Yeah. Like the world fucking revolves around Darren.
Dude,
like
you
Darren
know what killed me?
dictates anyone's fuking actions. The fuck
He
out of
hates
here.
the shows, but he's been
always
to
in the
all
first
of them.
fucking row. I can tell you that.
Well, so stay tuned. We'll let you know about Wildcat X-Rated. And Shawnee Potts asked a good question. Do women attend this thing? Oh, there's lots of women. There are lots of women that go. So
They're
Shawnee,
all sitting there staring at their phones with their guys, thinking maybe they'll get a cheeseburger thrown down their throats after this shit.
Where else can you buy $14 nachos, Harper?
Is that place really that bad?
What? Oh, the Shamrock?
Like, Mike, would I need to ride in with you? Would I need to trans in?
Yeah. Yeah, don't
I mean,
just go walking around.
First off, I wouldn't let you walk around that area by yourself. I'd be like...
Well, that's sweet. You care.
But, I mean, again, like I said in that show, it's not like you walking down the streets of Beirut. But I grew up there, so I don't know, maybe my view is skewed. It's not the safest place in the world, but I think there's more dangerous ones. And that's that. Now,
I wouldn't risk it.
You do notice as the night goes on there, after the wrestling's over,
oh yeah,
you do see a transition in the crowd. I will tell you that much. So if that scares you, maybe you ought to leave as soon as the wrestling show is over. You know, so and the key is if that scares you, that's on you. You do what you think is best. But it also just starts getting late, and I'm like, personally,
I'll
I
tell you
don't
what.
like.
Y'all come out. Maybe I'll hop in the car. I'll catch a ride with Mike.
Yeah,
down there.
right.
We'll hang out.
I'd love to see that, but it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, your wife would love that.
My wife wouldn't say a
Boy.
damn thing. She'd say whatever you want to do.
Sure. I could see her and Sasha sitting in the second row getting blitzed on rum and coke and whatever else.
They'd be drinking Rumble Mints or some stupid shit and then throw up.
Rumble Mints. Oh, God. Goldschlager.
Yeah.
So, but women are invited. There's plenty of women at the wrestling show. It's a
Just
fun
don't be
time.
surprised if you're outnumbered considerably.
Wow. All right, look at that face Sullivan's making right there. Well, he looks like he's hitting a humperdink on that one, huh? Wow. All right, on that note, it is time to get out of here. Harper, hit the tagline. Let's roll.
Book it.